I turned my back to him, slamming the bag down on one of the stepping stones. Water had soaked through the bottom, so I yanked out my notebook and tried to shake it dry. "Mina, are you okay?" Yejun said behind me. I shook my head, not trusting myself to speak. I was already pitifully behind on calculus compared to my classmates, thanks to a few unfortunately timed years of American education. Korean and Japanese students did this kind of math in their sleep. My parents had pulled enough strings to get me into this school, and if I flunked out or had to repeat a year, I could kiss all my pending infiltration missions goodbye. Descendants were supposed to be exquisitely unmemorable, blending seamlessly into whatever situation they fell into. Getting booted for being the oldest and least intelligent girl in year 3 would definitely not impress my superiors. I needed to excel wherever the Descendants put me, or else I'd never have access to the files that would tell me the truth. "Mina?" The ink from my ruined notes ran down my wrist, staining the sleeve of my school shirt. Slowly, I looked up and locked my gaze with the person standing in the alley, shooting as much anger as I possibly could into my glare. Even as she stared impassively back at me, the anger flickered out quickly. She was only doing her job. Our job. A glimmer of white beneath the water caught my eye. Jihun's bracelet sat among the gravel and dirty water, but I didn't move to pick it up. It was a bad idea to trust someone like me with beautiful things. "I have to go," I said, turning back to Jihun. "I need to run home and change before my after-school class." "I can walk you there," he said, squinting at where he guessed I was standing, since his glasses were still in his hand. "No," I said, too loudly, making him flinch. No, please, I already feel so embarrassed." This part wasn't exactly untrue, but there were bigger problems than embarrassment right now. I reached out and touched his hand. "Can we finish this conversation later?" I said, smiling in a way I hoped looked sweet even when I felt like a drowned puppy. "Okay," he said, nodding eagerly. "Whatever you want, Mina." But I didn't want this. Hurting Jihun, fleeing from every good thing, either because I ruined it myself or because I had to move again. If I wanted to, I could quit my job when I turned 20, and it would only cost me 100 pages of paperwork and a thorough mind scrub. I could be a normal girl, holding hands with Jihun right now instead of pushing him away. But I would never do that. The Descendants were liars and guardians of secrets. The only way I would know the truth was if they trusted me, if I was one of them.